What's up, man? Hope you're having a blessed one. Back with another one. Here we got Blind but Unbroken. And my rapper shot in the face twice on two occasions. Shares his story. Let's get into this one right here, man.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
He's shot in the face. Where you want me to pour the water in? Your mouth? Cut on, baby. Oh, shit. We calling the police for you, okay? Just lay down. Just lay down. Ooh, lay down, baby.
I can't believe niggas got the fucking audacity, man. Shit be crazy. I ain't have to plan a motherfucking funeral. I ain't gonna lie. Cause the niggas that I be with hit shit.
All right, Pamela, we need to get to breaking news now, just in from Detroit's west side, where a driver is shot at 8 Mile and Telegraph in what could be another case of road rage.
Niggas ain't even got no eyes. Who y'all talking about in them songs? I got an eye, can't look me eye to eye, cause one of his shit gone.
Bad. Lucky got hit in her shit. Dang got hit in this shit. Boom got hit in this shit. Pay got hit in this shit. Lonnie got hit in this shit. Rudy got hit in this shit. I can take your ass to murder school. I'm pulling homies. Hey, you seen Dogface on Facebook? Hey, you seen Dogface on Facebook? Face up.
I done took 3 of them to the face, so I know how I heal. Brother act like he a girl sometime, but I know he a kid.
Say that, right? Normally when they got shot, man, they know why.
Right.
Did you know why you got shot?
Yeah, I know why I got shot.
A viral clip has resurfaced on social media of an Inkster, Michigan rapper being shot in his eye, getting some water from a concerned citizen. In this video, we have a conversation with him, see what led up to this, talk about his story. It seems we talk about a man who was shot 10 times on 3 different occasions and still lived to tell his story. A man who collaborated with the well-known rapper T Grizzly and also had the opportunity to sign him. But after a fallout over a female, which he'll later discuss, it seemed that was no longer possible. Not to mention, this a man who's being dissed by a generation under him from a handful of rappers. Today we hear from him, go over his story, and see where he stands today. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember,
I ain't know Rudy was coming like that. What the fuck?
I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Find me, LOM Rudy. The LOM stand for loyalty over money. He from Inkster, Michigan.
Out to For Show Mag, we in the middle of Inkster in Compton right now. Yeah, growing up in Inkster is like growing up in shit, any other hood for real. It's just like a smaller Detroit type shit for real. We got a bunch of different hoods like every other hood got. We got everything any other city got for real. Motherfuckers be like, how you in the middle of the ghetto, but you surrounded by all of those like suburban areas. You got Garden City, Dearborn, Canton, Romulus, all like surrounding us, but we like our own like little big city type shit.
When it come to his rapping, he known for rapping about getting some money, making some paper. In tracks like 56 Bars Part 2, you can hear it clearly.
I done seen more chickens than Wingstop. Love when I put that hook in her like Kareem shot. I done made it chilly with the blow. Like
Also having tracks like Checkmate, featuring Payroll Giovanni and Babyface Ray, with over 500,000 views and counting.
With compliments, they keep boosting my confidence. My boss meetings be like parent-teacher conferences. Look, I mean.
And I'm sure by now you notice the permanent scar on the left side of his face. Well, being a man in the streets with having paper, you stick out like a sore thumb. Most of the time it draw negative attention, and that's what it did for Rudy. Now it's documented that Rudy had a well-known public dispute with a Cash Game member named 24 Leak, a guy who we covered last year for getting caught with a switch outside the booty club. And this managed to get on social media. But just 2 years prior to this, Rudy had just got shot in Houston after leaving a small venue, who we'll later talk about. Now back in his hometown, Rudy seemed to have a public dispute with a well-known rapper that's a generation under him. Check out the...
I can't believe niggas got the fucking audacity, man. Shit be crazy. I ain't have to plan a motherfucking funeral. I ain't gonna lie. Cause the niggas that I be with hit shit. Niggas that I be with hit shit, man. Scientifically fucking proven, man. Scientifically proven. Flip the camera and make it done. Come on now. What the fuck is we world dumbest criminals? Think we got... Damn, you think it's gonna be that easy? Don't worry. So whoever get the drop on who first, man. You already know. You seen what I'm on yesterday. You already see what I'm trying to find niggas. That's one thing you gotta know. It's time for a demonstration. Fucking kids. That, man. I like that, man. If you're not in here lying, I like that. I respect that type of shit. I wish you could have been on, if that's what you want, I wish you could have been on this side and not the other side, man. Cause we love niggas that get on that type of shit over here, man. If don't nobody tell you nothing, they can't say that one thing that we have over here is a lot of niggas that be on that shit. We commend niggas for that type of shit, man. Well, hey, I hate that if you on there, that if you be on that you over there with them niggas. It would have been cool, man. It wasn't 100, bro. It was 13 of them. I counted. It was 13 of them. Hey, you gotta send that to my phone. Milk, I ain't got it on my phone. They ain't put no 100 in my shit. They put 13 in my shit, dog. Come on now, don't be lying, dog. Don't be lying. They put 13 in there. $200 in the bag. That's a week worth. I ain't run. I drove off, and cause I had my son in the car, motherfucker. But I ain't running from nothing. Fuck, I'm supposed to sit there while bullets flying at me, niggas. You slow? You ever had bullets through at you before? Do you sit there? Hell no.
Bro, he on live arguing with the nigga who shot him, bro. What the fuck, bro? Like, nah, these niggas is crazy, bro.
I don't even think I had my stick on me either. And I had my son in the car, motherfucker. I fear for my life every day. I love this. This to go make a big statement, man. A big demonstration. I ain't gonna know where it came from when it happened, but hey. But hey, man. Everybody be safe and just stay dangerous, bro. Everybody just be safe and stay dangerous, man.
Now, unfortunately, that live didn't age well, because just weeks after that, Rudy would be gunned down while driving his vehicle. Once again, Rudy was inside his vehicle, driving on the west side of Detroit. He was shot up, shot in his eye, later crashing into the woods. But thank God he survived.
Shot in the face. Where you want me to pour the water in? Your mouth? Cut on, baby. Oh, shit. We calling the police for you, okay? Just lay down. Just lay down. Ooh, lay down, baby.
All right, Pamela, we need to get to breaking news now, just in from Detroit's west side, where a driver is shot at 8 Mile and Telegraph in what could be another case of road rage.
The shooting then caused the driver to crash. Tim Pamplin is on the scene with the night cam.
This breaking news occurring along 8 Mile near Telegraph. That's Southfield on that side of 8 Mile Road. As we turn around and zoom into the woods there, you see the tail lights of a car. The driver of that vehicle shot multiple times, I'm being told, at least once in the head. He was picked up by Detroit police, taken to an area hospital. Now, as I pan down the road, look at all these evidence markers. 16, I think I counted, shell casings down there. Detroit police on this side of the road checking out the green light camera. I'm hearing this might have all been caught on one of their surveillance cameras. So again, this is westbound 8 Mile closed at Telegraph as Southfield police investigate this possible road rage shooting, which has sent one man to the hospital with multiple gunshot wounds. We'll have updates overnight at Click on Detroit and first thing in the morning on Local 4 News today. That's 15 along 8 Mile near Telegraph with the night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
Shortly after, different artists in the city affiliated with Cash Gang was claiming their hit. Even T Grizzly briefly spoke on it.
Niggas ain't even got no ops. Who y'all talking about in them songs? I got an op, can't look me eye to eye, cause one of his shit gone.
Hey, you seen dog face on Facebook? Face shot. Hey, you seen that nigga face on Facebook? Face shot. Hit in this shit. Boom, got hit in this shit. Pay got hit in this shit. Lonnie got hit in this shit. Rudy got hit in this shit.
So now you caught up on his story? Check out the interview.
Welcome to the Family TV. Who we got privilege of speaking with today?
Elo and Rudy, man.
Fam, how you feeling?
I'm feeling cool, man. I can't complain at all, bro.
Man, I appreciate you chopping it up with us. Yeah, nah, for sure. You got a crazy story. But for those who don't really know you, tell them where you from.
I'm from Inkster, but if a motherfucker from out of town asks, I say Detroit because everybody be most familiar with the Detroit area. But I'm from Inkster. It's about 15, 20 minutes outside Detroit. It's typically the same thing, just a smaller city.
We got a lot to talk about. Unfortunately, of course, you recently went viral for an incident where you were shot in the face. We're going to talk about that, but I want to talk from the beginning, man. I want to start from the beginning. Growing up in Inkster, how was it for you?
Inkster was like a teach myself kind of thing. Like I always been, I ain't gonna say always been on my own, but you know, I had to like my father was in prison for majority of my life, so I had to like kind of teach myself a lot of stuff. So I kind of grew up in the streets, so the streets taught me majority of the shit that I knew and know. So growing up out there, it was survival of the fittest, just like many other places, honestly.
Was it any rapper from the D that you looked up to or listened to that inspired you to rap?
I wasn't really thinking about rapping like when I was younger. That more so came about like, you know, as I grew up and was older and started becoming a fan of like Team Eastside and Doughboys. And, you know, I kind of got familiar with Blade and Wine and all of them as I was, you know, a little bit or around the same time as them. So I kind of say, yeah, all of them for real kind of like motivated me and inspired me kind of more so as I got older once I see motherfuckers making money off the shit.
So what year did you start rapping?
I think 2011, if I ain't mistaken. Yep, 2011.
It was one track that I heard. It was hard, fool. The Blueprint, that was your tape or that was a song?
The Blueprint was a song with T in the group LOM that I was in before I started doing my solo thing.
What year was that?
That had to be about 2011, 2012. That was early on, like some of the first shit that we did for real.
How was your relationship with T at that time?
It was cool at that time.
At that time.
Yeah, it was cool at that time.
It's crazy because now I saw a couple of interviews that you did and even your response saying that time, it was like that's a touchy subject you don't really like speaking on.
I mean, I'm not really I don't really like feeding into the negative shit or like, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of the people like if it ain't really gonna make no difference in my life speaking on it or, you know, touching on it. Other people like talking about it, of course, because it's like it's some clickbait shit. Everybody want to know what's going on, what we got going on. But you know, I was a big fan of his. He was a big fan of mine. You know, I feel like I fucked with him heavy enough to where some stuff shouldn't have happened, but some lines got crossed, and that's you know that's how we ended up where we at. I wouldn't. It's not no beef or nothing, but we just don't really deal with each other on that aspect.
Fam, you had an opportunity to sign him one day?
Yeah, I was fucking with T like early on, so you know I think his problem with me was while I was in prison, he came home, and he was like, you know, how much money y'all to give me type shit, and me not knowing the music business at the time, I'm just throwing a number out there that I got right now. Like I'm locked up, you know, my man's PC, who my business partner, you know, he. You know, he be mad about it to this day. Like, damn, we could have signed him with the whoop before he blew up, but you know, I was just throwing a number out there, and it kind of was a low number, but I'm just like, shit, you know, this the cash that I got on hand, and we about to have to put all the money up for everything else you need. You know, he kind of might have took that the wrong way, you know, and that's how we ended up where we at.
You think that started the friction?
Yeah, I guess, you know, people that, you know, my thing be people that don't understand you can't really talk business to people that don't understand business. And I thought I knew business back then, and I really didn't, you know, as far as the music, you know, I've been hustling and doing business in the streets my whole life. But, you know, when it comes to that aspect, you know, I kind of threw a bullshit number out there and I didn't know, you know, and I can take full accountability for that. You know what I'm saying? But, you
That's
know,
real. Because I was going to ask you, right? Now, The rumor was 35. You can say yeah or nay, but I would ask you, looking back at it, if you was offered that, would you feel offended and would you would have went with it?
I wouldn't feel offended knowing, like, I was genuinely coming from a place of sincerity. This probably all the money that I probably had to my name at the time. I'm in federal prison at this time when he come home. You know what I'm saying? And we had talked about it, been writing to each other back and forth, letters and all type of shit. And this, I ain't never talked about this to nobody, by the way. Like, this the first time that they ever gonna hear some shit like this. So it would, I think I told him 2,500, you know what I'm saying? And, we had been writing multiple letters back and forth. Like, me and T had a relationship before he went to prison, before I went to prison, and him being spiteful while I'm locked up, my gullible ass baby mama, he goes and fucks her. Like, so that's where, you know what I'm saying? So that's where everything, come up, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
from what I'm hearing, that was a big thing in your backyard. Was you surprised how big it got?
Yeah, I was very surprised at how big that got. Like, I'm like, damn, like he was within arm's reach. Like, this was somebody that I was talking to a lot. Like I say, I was a big fan of his. He was a big fan of mine. We was talking to each other every day. I remember he called and rapped first day out to me on the phone. Like, this was some months before he came home. So to see him take off like that, that was like damn, like that really was something I feel like, damn, I could have been a part of this. But the show must go on.
Say y'all cross paths. There's no cameras on. There's nobody around. How would that conversation be?
It would be normal. We know so many mutual people. We didn't send words to each other before, and like, we grown now. I can't say that we would be the best of friends, but I'm a businessman. It won't stop us from doing no business. You know what I'm saying? It's water under the bridge. Nah, I cried about that shit in jail. I ain't gonna lie, like that shit hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely can do business, but I ain't gonna say we can be buddy buddy now. Like, I don't fuck with her. It's totally different now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I
Right.
wouldn't give a fuck if he go do whatever the fuck he want to do to her now. But back then, that was I was in love. I was young. You know what I'm saying? This in 2016, going into 2017. So we damn near 9 years later.
Right. Well, in a music aspect, right? Because I know the people in your backyard, especially who I got a huge audience who from there. I have to ask this. Peasy debut album, 2013, a track called "Quit."
Yeah.
Was this some type of tension from that track?
No, no, not at all. Back then, everything was everything. This was I feel like I think I'm almost positive I introduced T to Peasy. Like, I'm how they met, and I met T through my man's Gutter. Like, Gutter brought T to me. Like, man, you gotta hear this little nigga. Like, I ain't never heard nobody talking like this. So no, it definitely wasn't no friction. Like, back then, I knew he was the one. Like, I had never heard nobody talking how he was talking. I'm like, he beyond his time. Like, crazy.
Did you feel any type of way not being on Quick 2 or Too Quick?
No, I'm not one of the type of people that I don't like hold grudge. Well, I will hold a grudge, but I'm not really, I don't really hold people accountable. At that time, T was in a whole nother space, and I know Peasy was trying to get to where he was at. So I never ain't gonna hold nobody back from getting their money. Like, do what you gotta do to get your money. That's what all this shit is about at the end of the day.
Fam, I heard you briefly speak about you was incarcerated during that time. Can you briefly talk about that?
I was in jail I turned myself in August 9th, 2016, and I came home March 6th, 2018. I went to jail. I was in the feds for 14 months for access device fraud. And while I was on pretrial for my access device fraud case, I caught manufacturing and delivering over 50 grams of heroin charge. I got caught with 200 grams of heroin, and that ran concurrent with my federal case. So when I got done with my federal case, I had to go to the state to get my number.
What year did you come home?
I came home 2018.
2 years later, you in Houston.
Yep.
Reports of an armed robbery.
Yep. Niggas try to take my watch. Well, shit, I had my chains on at the time too, but they tried to take my watch.
Where you was at?
Leaving Seaside, a club down there.
At that time, you end up getting shot.
Yeah, 5 times. No, 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah.
God, the biggest, because you right here speaking with us right now.
Yeah, for sure.
You mind briefly telling the audience how was that situation and what was going through your head when you got shot?
I was down in Houston for my little brother Dante 21st birthday. I'm down there with my mama, my auntie, my little brother, a couple friends. But at the time, my mama and my auntie wasn't with us. So we just at the club partying, just having a good time. You know, I'm not thinking nothing. I don't got no problems in Houston with no niggas and nothing. You know, I'm just away from the crib. I'm thinking I'm too comfortable down there, relaxed. I'm leaving out the club. I'm walking to the car. Shit, 2 niggas with masks just run up on me like, take that watch off. And the nigga, he had the gun so close to my motherfucking head, my first reaction was to grab it because I'm thinking he about to shoot me. So as I'm grabbing it and we touched him with the gun, the second nigga started shooting me. You know, so I damn near dropped to the ground, and my first thing that I could think of, so these niggas won't keep shooting me or try to take my motherfucking jewelry up off of me, I roll up under I think we was in a Suburban at the time, I rolled up under the car. And I think the niggas ran away because the people that I was with was like coming out the club. Shit, that's all. Well, I ain't gonna say that's all I remember. Shit, after that, I rolled from under the car. My man see I'm shot. We jump in the car. I think the hospital was about 7 minutes away. Shit, he ended up getting me to the hospital, and shit, that was that for real.
Man, it's crazy. I'm listening to the story, right? Thank God your man was there to be able to take you to the hospital 7 minutes away because we don't know.
Yeah, 'cause I got shot. I actually got shot in my cheek, my neck. I was bleeding out my neck. Like the girls that we was in the car with was having to like put pressure on my motherfucking neck so I don't bleed out. But I didn't feel myself like going unconscious or nothing yet, you know. So I was trying to stay as calm as possible. But yeah, they got me there quick.
So at that time, you said you were shot in the face and neck.
Yep, I got shot in the jaw, the neck, the chest that time, and where the fuck else did I get shot? Was my thigh. Wait, no, I ain't get shot in my thigh that time. Where the fuck was the fourth time? I think in my chest.
You feel like that was a play, meaning that was a
Yeah, hell yeah. Somebody in the club definitely told them that I was about to walk out. Somebody put that together. I don't know who, you know, I was with people that I knew personally. So it was just, you know, shit like that happen out of town, man. It don't be, that shit happen everywhere, bro. It don't matter where you at. I got on a $75,000 watch just down here playing in these niggas' backyard. And, you know, it's people that don't got 75 cents in their pocket. So they gonna do whatever they got to get it. That's just how this shit go.
What was your mental during your recovery stage?
That time, you know, my support system is real big, man. I was just happy to be alive, man. As far as recovery, I had to go to therapy. Shit, I had to go to therapy the second and third time, but my therapy that time was a little, you know, rough. I literally had to teach myself to walk. I couldn't walk, you know, at first, so I had to do all of that shit over, and my motherfucking I had lost a lot of weight. I was down there in the hospital for 2.5 weeks. They was feeding me through tubes and shit. So that recovery process was a little different than the other one.
Fast forward 2 years later, man, you back home.
Yep.
2022.
April 20th.
How that morning look like for you?
Normal, man. I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I had ran into a few people. Like I said, to this day, my mans be like, "Man, I can't believe that shit happened. You had just left me and told me you was about to go to the pop-up shop." Like you know, everything was normal. Until it wasn't.
I believe this is the viral clip that's circling around on social media. This incident.
Yeah, that's the one.
And you were shot in the face and left eye.
Yeah, only in the left eye. That wasn't not the face and the left eye, just the left eye. Left eye twice in the back of my shoulder, my elbow, and my thigh.
Was that a robbery?
No, that wasn't a robbery. No,
So
that was
that was a hit.
that was assassination attempt.
Why you feel like you got that much smoke on your shoulders in your backyard?
Man, it just the top, man. At the top, man. Everybody wants your spot, dog, and it ain't. I ain't gonna say that I've been a saint out here. I don't be just going around doing nothing to people, you know, unless a motherfucker do something to me. But that situation stemmed from something that happened a while back, man, and people just felt some type of way about it, and you know, people try to try to take on other people, beefs or situation, and that just came out of nowhere. That came from some motherfuckers that I ain't never seen a day in my life. The people that I have issues with, they've never seen me in person. I've never seen them in person. That's how crazy this shit is already.
I recently did a video of a dude who just came home from your backyard. He was a rapper. And a couple of comments you was mentioned.
What, Rondé shit?
Yeah. Did you have a relationship with him?
No, I just met Rondé when he just came home. Rondé cool. We fuck with the same people. We got mutual people.
Oh, so
So
it's just music.
yeah. We don't got no issues or nothing. Rondé cool.
Do you have any tension with anybody in the city or something?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it tension. I don't have any tension. Like people might have issues with me. So it's like outside of me being shot, ain't ever happened to me. I haven't lost anybody on my side, or other people have. So they might feel some type of way, but I don't have no tension. Like the only thing that's ever happened to me was my eye situation. Like I said, my other incident was in Texas. That don't got nothing to do with no niggas here. I've been shot in 2014 here, but that situation it it had something to do with this situation last time, but that person is no longer around.
What do cash game mean to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Say
They
that.
just they way younger than me. You know what I'm saying? I don't really be paying that shit no attention to me, man. That shit don't do it don't really to get my attention, man. It got to be something they got to do with some money or something. Like it don't got to be no. Like I said, I, I ain't lost nobody or nothing. Other people have. So I don't feel the same way that they might feel. You know what I'm saying?
So you're familiar that you've been mentioned in a couple songs?
Yeah, a lot of songs. They don't do nothing but talk about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the topic of, and these is people they've never seen me before. Like if you did some interviews on me, be like, have y'all ever seen him before? And when the niggas say no, we ain't never seen him before. We just don't like him. Like it sound crazy.
Do you feel like you gotta move strategic in the city, or do you feel love where you from, or how does that change? How did that situation change you?
I feel more hate than love, but I feel like I don't gotta just move strategic in the city. I gotta move strategic everywhere. Like it ain't just a Michigan thing. Like I don't want to sound arrogant or cocky or nothing, but I got people to take care of, and I feel like I'm the bag. You gotta protect the bag at all times. So, I feel like I gotta move strategic anywhere, not just here.
Bouncing back in your personal growth since then,
Mhm.
right? You still dropping music. You got music that you just dropped.
Uh-huh.
We'll make sure I leave the link in the bio for those who want to check it out. Looking back, right? How you feel like you could change the narrative?
I don't think it could be changed. I don't think it was no way around the incidents that happened. I feel like everything happens for a reason. And I'm the type of person just to, I'm not gonna ever dwell on the negative stuff, but I'm always looking of a way to turn a negative into a positive. Like anything to turn some shit into something that's gonna get some money is what that's just my instinct with everything. So
Consensus and confidence.
I don't really want to change the narrative. Like I ain't, I'm not out here just beefing with people, talking like I want to kill motherfuckers and they can't like I'm unfuckwittable, like I can't be touched or none of that shit because I know I can. It didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the narrative that I'm pushing. I'm just pushing keep hustling, don't stop, get the money. Like that's my thing.
Fam, how many times in total was you shot?
The last time
In
you
all
saying just like
three,
overall.
in overall all three scenarios, 'cause it was three different occasions, right?
Yep, 10. Once the first time, four the second time, five the third time.
Looking back, knowing that you still here, you feel like you got a purpose?
Yeah, definitely. For sure.
What you think that purpose is?
Help other people. And shit. Show these niggas that it ain't nothing that they can do to stop this shit. That's be my main thing. That's why I'm doing this interview. That's why I just like being in these niggas' faces. Like, damn, dog, this nigga still going like this shit just it hurt people feelings. And that's what I like. That's what I do this shit the most for. Like, it ain't nothing you can do to stop this shit.
So, upcoming, what you got going on?
I just dropped my Checkmate album on Friday that just passed. I'm working on a deluxe. I got I actually got an interview coming up next week with with Sean Cotton from Say Cheese. I got a documentary that I'm working on. I was in a TV series the end of like the middle of last year called Top of the City that's supposed to be dropping. I got my own app about to drop, like all type of shit, man. I'm writing for other artists. Like it's all type of shit going on. It's like a endless list. I could go on for a long ass time.
That's hard, fam. Fam, you know you got purpose, you know what I'm saying? A
Mhm.
lot of people don't survive the first time. You
Yeah.
know, the fact that you still here. Would you still encourage all this dissing going on in your backyard?
Um, I don't encourage it. I personally don't think it's a good idea. Like, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea, but hey, man, to each his own, that ain't my thing. I say certain things in my music because that's just how I feel at the time. But, I don't, it's people that make songs and I be the main topic, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Little
I don't think
energy.
it's a good idea, especially the fact that, all of this dissing going on and, ain't nothing else happened to nothing but you know what I'm saying. I feel like it's other things that need to get talked about or did before people keep on making me the topic of discussion.
For the young one looking up to you growing up, what you telling them right now?
Man, keep your distance from these niggas. They snakes, from friends to enemies to just and grind and stay in your own lane, man. Don't look on nobody for to I ain't gonna say help you because everybody needs a little bit of help, man. But for the most part, you gotta do this shit yourself, man, and stay consistent and don't give up because it get hard. And when life give you lemons, man, make lemonade, make the best out of that shit. Turn a negative into a positive, and don't be afraid to ask motherfuckers for help. If you're getting it from the right people, man. I wish I would have had certain people in my corner and had people to help me with what I got going on. I feel like I could have avoided a lot of situations and I would be a lot further than I am right now. But everything happens in due time, and I feel like I'm headed in the direction I'm supposed to be headed in.
When you hear people dissing saying they did this to you, do you be believing this?
Um, I don't be believing it when it's 8 different niggas saying they did something, and I personally know the one person that might have. You know what I'm saying? That shit sound good for music, and it's and get your money if that's what the young age group is feeding into. If they believe that shit, and then you making money off of it, do your thing. But that shit leads to that shit open a whole can of worms, man, that people don't be ready for. And even when music die down 3-4 years from now, when people got to get jobs and all of this shit, they not hanging with 20 niggas like they used to. This shit, it be shit going on, man. And hey, man, it's.
Normally when somebody when they got shot, man, they know why.
Right.
Did you know why you got shot?
Yeah, I know why I got shot. Motherfuckers want my spot, man, and motherfuckers, man, a nigga get not even a little nigga, anybody get a lot of credit, man, saying they killed Rudy, bro. Like it's been, and them just the times that I got shot. Like it's been it's been way more attempts than that. Them just been the times that I got hit. Like it's been other shit that didn't happen. I've been going through this shit since I was 14, 15 years old, so. It's not a good. I don't want to say that I'm accustomed to it, but I've been dealing with motherfuckers trying to take my spot forever. So I hate to say that I'm used to
God bless Rudy, dog.
it, but
Protect
it
Rudy,
helped me
nigga.
move how I'm moved today. I know where to go, where not to go, who to be around, who not to be around. Just I just taught myself how to live with it.
For the outside people looking in, how can you explain Inkster? Like the neighborhood. Is it north, east, south, or is it
Basically, we got like north, east, south, but we call it different things. We got Compton, we got the east, we got ATA, Saigon, the Gardens. It's just like Detroit in a sense, just smaller.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey fam. Hey man, I appreciate this time, man.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I
You
know
got it exclusive. You got it
for
exclusive.
sure. Hey, I ain't even gonna hold you. I can't wait for the audience to hear this, man. It's just not only just to hear your story and of course for your fans and people who not aware and may want to check you out now. It's the fact that, fam, I don't care if it's not some, hopefully it's one that's real listening to you. That's gonna say, nah, I mess with home. I ain't even gonna, you right. I don't even want to hang with homes today. I'm gonna do my own thing because we can't, it's hard to trust out here. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
For sure. But nah though. Anything else you want to say to the fans or your audience before you get up out of here?
Man, I just appreciate everybody supporting me. For all the newcomers, man, y'all go back and check out all the old shit, man. And, you know, I want everybody that's coming, you know, just people that come and latch on to my story about me getting shot and stuff. And then they start, you know, they listen to the music and fuck with the music. You know, I want people to come for the music and not just the, you know,
I get you
the
some of
negative
them,
shit
man.
that happened.
Hey fam,
And
I
just,
ain't gonna lie. I'm a fan now.
yeah.
I heard when Dave sent me the music, I'm like,
Mhm.
damn, y'all got
The money, not all that drill shit, shoot 'em up, bang, bang. That ain't my shit, man. That ain't what I'm, you know, doing it for.
Nah, for real, man. Hey fam, hey, as we wrap this up, LOM, loyalty
Dog
over
on that
money.
shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody be saying Lime Rudy. It's LOM Rudy. LOM for loyalty over money because that was the group that I was in. So that's where that came from.
Okay, cool. Hey, Rudy, I appreciate you, fam. Make sure you lock us in. We good money. We're gonna stay in touch, fam. Anything you got going on in the future, feel free to reach out. We're gonna make sure we support.
Yeah, I got you, man. I'm supporting y'all too, man. I'm fucking with y'all.
I appreciate it.
All right, no problem, bro.
Alright. We can go ahead and end this one right here, man. Y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you have a blessed one. See y'all on the next video.